Hey everyone, my name is Jessie and welcome back to my channel. So, Thanksgiving is in a couple of days, and what better way to finish out the Thanksgiving season than with some pecan pie. And I am using a recipe from allrecipes.com. I'll try and link the original recipe down below, so check it out. But without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the things you will need are sugar, some dark corn syrup, some butter, some water, some cornstarch, some eggs, a little bit of salt, some vanilla extract, and some pecans, and some pie crust along with a pie pan. And I'm going to try and list all of the measurements either on the screen or in the description box, so check it out for more detailed information. But let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is prep our pie pan with our pie crust. And you can definitely use like homemade, made from scratch pie crust, but with everything else that you have to cook on for Thanksgiving, pre-made pie crust is probably the best way to go. And so I'm just going to unroll it. And it needs to be thawed. You don't want to deal with this while it's still cold or frozen, because it'll just end up breaking. It'll just be a big old mess. Okay, and so I rolled that out, and so now I'm going to put this in my pie pan. And you definitely do not want to stretch it. You just want to like easily lay it in like I'm doing, because it's just going to stretch back and it's just going to be a hassle to deal with. So just press it up against all of the edges, make sure it's nice and smooth. Okay, so now I'm going to take a knife, be careful so you don't cut yourself, but I'm just going to trim off all of the excess. And I'm just going to follow the rim of the pie pan. And you don't have to do this step if you want to just like make a pretty little design. I just like making it nice and clean cut. So up to you. And you can even use these scraps as decorations to put on top of your pies if you like. But up to you, you can do whatever you want. Okay, you can just put your scraps to the side. Everything looks good. Okay, so now I am going to pop this in the fridge while we get together all of our other ingredients. Okay, so since we just put our pie crust in the refrigerator to cool off, now we can get started on our filling. So we are going to take our white sugar in a large sauce pot along with our dark corn syrup. And this is really like extra sticky, of course, but it's going to give it nice, rich flavor. And then we are going to add our butter, then our water, and then our cornstarch. Okay, now that we have all of our ingredients, now we're just going to take this to the stove top and bring this to a boil so that everything is nice, well, and incorporated together. Okay, so I brought our filling mixture up to a boil. Be careful, it's very hot. And so now I'm going on with my rest of my ingredients. So I got my eggs here, and then a little bit of salt, and then my vanilla extract. And I'm just going to whip this up real quick until it's nice, light, and frothy. Okay, my eggs look good. And now what we are going to do is pour this into our eggs, but this is very technical, I guess you can say. If you put straight up hot liquid to your eggs, it is going to cook them. And so what you want to do is temper your eggs. And tempering just means that you bring your eggs up slowly to temperature so that you don't get any like egg bits in your actual pie, because that's definitely not good. So what we are going to do is very, very carefully, let me get rid of my spatula, is pour in the hot liquid a little bit at a time. Just a little bit, just enough. And you're doing it as you are whisking it together. So again, you don't accidentally overcook your eggs and then you have egg bits. So you're just doing it a little bit at a time, because you definitely don't want like white streaks all in your pie. That's not good. So just continue to mix it. Okay, about half of my filling is mixed in now, and so what I'm going to do is go ahead and pour the rest of it in, but you still want to be careful just in case. But I'm just going to pour the rest of my filling into my bowl. Okay, our filling looks good. I don't see any egg chunks, so that's good. So now I'm going to pour this into my pie pan. And you can use any type of pie pan. You just want to make sure that it is oven safe. Okay. Okay, so what I went ahead and did is put my pie on top of a sheet pan. One, so that it doesn't make a mess in my oven, and two, it's easy to transfer from here to the oven. And next I'm going to add my pecans, and you can do any type of design you want. If you want to, you know, this is going to be the topping, this is going to be the final product, and so you want to make it look pretty. And so what I like to do is just do like a little circle, going kind of like a target looking thing, so it'll circle, circle, circle. But again, you can do whatever design you want. Just gotta make it look pretty and festive. So I'm just going to add all of my pecans to my pie. Okay, so I have added all of my pecans, and now I'm going to do one final step, and that is to do an egg wash. And an egg wash is just egg with a little bit of water, and basically what it does is give your crust a nice golden shiny brown tint to it. It's gonna make it so pretty, like you got it from a bakery, but you can be like, no, I made this myself. So I'm just going to take a brush and just brush my edges very lightly. Okay, so now we are going to pop this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 45 to 50 minutes. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled my pie out the oven. It's been cooling for about 30-45 minutes, but it's still a little warm. And so you want to make sure that this is completely cooled down at room temperature before you cut into it. That way it has time to cool down and solidify, because if you cut into it when it's warm, it's just going to be a big old blobby mess, and the filling is not going to have time to set. And so I really hope you enjoyed this video, you guys, and I hope that you have an amazing Thanksgiving day with your friends and family. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to click that subscribe button along with that notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a video. And also don't forget, the next series is going to be Bakemas, and you don't want to miss any of those videos. So again, be sure to subscribe. But until next time, I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!